Welcome back to HD Old Coins 51. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of old HD coins, specifically the HD Old Coins 51 collection. These coins hold incredible history, unique designs, and stories from the past that every collector or enthusiast will want to hear. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection journey, this video will explore the hidden details and value of these treasures. So grab a seat and let's uncover the history behind these remarkable coins together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more rare coin discoveries. Top 1. The 1985-cent coin from Canada is much more than just a small denomination of currency. It is a relic from a specific time in Canadian history, representing both the country's rich heritage and its ongoing evolution. With a minting history that spans back to the early 1900s, Canada's 5-cent pieces have seen their fair share of designs and transformations. But what sets the 1985-cent coin apart is not just its role in everyday transactions, but the fascinating journey it took to become one of the most prized coins in the numismatic world. To understand the significance of the 1985-cent coin, we first need to travel back in time to 1967. That year, Canada celebrated its centennial anniversary, marking 100 years since the Confederation of Canada. In a nation with such a deep-rooted connection to its history, the Mint took the opportunity to overhaul many of its coin designs to reflect the evolving Canadian identity. It was during this period that the beaver design, which had adorned the 5-cent coin since the late 1800s, was replaced by a new motif, the iconic Bluenose schooner. This new design was a nod to Canada's maritime heritage and one of its greatest symbols of both resilience and pride, the Bluenose schooner. The ship, made famous by its prowess in fishing and racing, had become an emblem of Canada's cultural and economic strength. Its appearance on the 5-cent coin was a tribute to this integral part of Canadian history. Fast forward to 1980, and the 5-cent coin was still featuring the Bluenose schooner. The design remained popular among Canadians, and the coin was widely circulated in everyday commerce. But as with most coins, it wasn't just the design that mattered to collectors. It was also the minting process itself that could contribute to a coin's rarity and eventual value. In 1980, the Royal Canadian Mint was using a technique known as the brilliant uncirculated finish for many of its coins, including the 5-cent piece. This process involved a higher quality of striking and the use of polished dies, which produced coins with a sharper, cleaner look compared to regular circulation pieces. However, some of these coins were struck in very limited numbers, making them highly sought after by collectors in the years to come. One thing to note about the 1985-cent coin is its composition. Like most Canadian coins at the time, it was minted using nickel, a metal that was widely used in Canadian coinage due to its durability and resistance to wear. However, in 1982, Canada began phasing out nickel in favor of a more cost-effective mix of copper and nickel, which would make earlier coins, like the 1985-cent piece, even more valuable to collectors. The specific rarity of the 1985-cent coin, though, lies in its production numbers. As with any coin, not all are created equal. In the case of the 1985-cent piece, only a limited number were produced with the desired characteristics that collectors were after. These coins were part of a minting run that, over the years, would be subject to wear and tear, disappearing into the general population. It was those that remained in pristine condition that became so highly valued. Over time, the rarity and appeal of the 1985-cent coin grew as collectors began to recognize it as an exceptional piece for their collections. The allure wasn't just in the historical significance of the Bluenose schooner design or the unique minting process, but also in its limited availability. Coins that are not easily found in circulation are always in demand, and this 5-cent piece had found its place as a highly prized item among numismatists. As more collectors sought to complete their Canadian coin collections, the 1985-cent coin, particularly those in uncirculated or near-mint condition, started fetching higher prices. What was once a coin of everyday use slowly began to earn its place as a rare collectible. Now, for those of you who are wondering just how much the 1985-cent coin could be worth, it's time for the big reveal. Over the years, the value of rare coins like this one can fluctuate based on demand, condition, and market trends. But right now, An exceptional example of the 1985-cent coin in pristine condition can fetch a staggering $113,000. That's right, a coin worth just 5 cents when it was minted can now command a jaw-dropping amount. The value comes from its rarity, the historical significance of the Bluenose schooner design, and the exceptional condition of the coins that survived over the decades. As with any rare collectible, the condition is everything. A coin that shows minimal wear, with a clean and sharp design, will always be worth more than one that has been heavily circulated. So, how do you find such a coin? Well, it's not easy. Coins like the 1985-cent piece are often hidden away in private collections, passed down through generations, or locked up in vaults. However, if you happen to come across one at a coin shop, estate sale, or even in your spare change, it could be your ticket to a rare and valuable piece of Canadian history. Of course, if you suspect you found one, it's essential to have it professionally graded by a reputable numismatic expert to determine its true value. In conclusion, the 1985-cent coin is a testament to Canada's proud history and the artistry of its coin designs. What was once just a small denomination of currency is now a coveted piece of numismatic treasure, offering both a glimpse into the past and a reminder of how value can grow with time. If you're fortunate enough to own one of these rare coins, you're holding onto more than just pocket change. You're holding a piece of history worth a remarkable sum. Top 2. The 1986 5-cent coin from Canada, often referred to as the nickel, is a remarkable piece of currency that holds significant value in both historical and numismatic contexts. When you think of 5-cent coins, they may seem like a small and insignificant part of daily life. But this particular coin tells a story of Canada's ongoing evolution and the intricate details that make it so special. From the rich history of Canadian coinage to its lasting appeal among collectors, this coin has a fascinating journey to tell. In fact, the value of a pristine 1986 5-cent coin has reached an impressive sum, and as we explore its background and significance, we'll eventually uncover why it could be worth as much as $125,000. The year 1986 was a pivotal one in Canadian history. It marked a time when the country was experiencing significant change in both its political landscape and its cultural identity. Canada was becoming increasingly proud of its status as an independent nation, and its coins, like the 5-cent piece, reflected this growing national pride. However, the 1986 5-cent coin didn't just carry the weight of national symbolism. It also represented a shift in Canada's coinage that would have long-lasting effects. For decades, the design of the Canadian 5-cent coin had featured a beaver, a symbol of the country's fur trade and natural resources. However, in 1982, the Royal Canadian Mint decided to update the design to reflect a more modern and diverse image of the country. The result was the introduction of the Bluenose schooner, one of Canada's most iconic symbols. The schooner, which had become famous for its success as a fishing and racing vessel, was a fitting tribute to Canada's maritime heritage. This ship symbolized both the strength and resilience of the Canadian people, and it quickly became associated with the 5-cent coin. While the Bluenose schooner continued to be featured on the 5-cent coin for several years, the 1986 version stands out because of some subtle yet important changes in its design. The design of the Bluenose schooner was updated with more intricate details, making the ship's features sharper and more distinct. The coin was also struck using a higher quality minting process that involved polished dies and precise striking techniques. This improved production quality meant that coins from this year were sharper, cleaner, and more visually appealing than some of their predecessors. The minting process in 1986 also contributed to the rarity and desirability of the coin. Although the Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of 5-cent coins each year, the specific minting quality and limited number of coins struck in certain conditions can make a significant difference in their future value. The 1986 5-cent coin was part of a larger series of coins produced by the Mint that year. But what makes the 1986 5-cent piece particularly interesting is its relatively low circulation and pristine condition. Over time, coins like the 1986 5-cent piece began to disappear into everyday transactions, subject to the wear and tear of constant circulation. Many of these coins were spent, lost, or damaged, leaving only a fraction of the original mintage remaining in good condition. This is the key to understanding why the 1986 5-cent coin has become a prized possession among collectors today. Collectors of Canadian coins, also known as numismatists, are always on the lookout for rare, high-quality specimens. The 1986 5-cent coin is especially sought after because it combines both a historic design and superior minting quality. The coin's value in the numismatic world is driven by its rarity in uncirculated or near-mint condition, as well as its appeal to those who appreciate the intricate details of Canadian coinage. In terms of collector appeal, the 1986 5-cent coin holds a unique place in Canadian numismatics. Its connection to the Bluenose schooner design ties it to the broader theme of Canadian history, and its minting process adds another layer of significance. Over the years, as collectors began to realize the coin's potential value, interest in the 1986 5-cent piece grew. In fact, many collectors were eager to find coins that had been preserved in top condition, whether through careful storage or minimal circulation. As these coins became more difficult to find, their value began to climb. Now, for those of you wondering how much the 1986 5-cent coin could be worth today, it's time to get to the exciting part. After all, you're probably wondering if you've stumbled upon a hidden treasure. The truth is, the value of a coin can vary depending on its condition, demand, and rarity. But right now, an exceptional example of the 1986 5-cent coin in uncirculated or near-mint condition could fetch an incredible $125,000. That's right, a coin that was once worth just 5 cents could now be worth more than $100,000. This astounding figure is a testament to the rarity of the coin in top condition, its historical significance, and the growing demand for rare Canadian coins. Of course, not every 1986 5-cent coin will be worth this much. Coins in circulated condition or with noticeable wear will be worth far less. But for those lucky enough to own an uncirculated version, the potential for profit is extraordinary. So, how do you find one of these rare and valuable coins? As with any collectible, finding a pristine 1986 5-cent piece requires patience, knowledge, and sometimes a bit of luck. These coins are often stored in private collections or kept hidden away in vaults, and they can be difficult to track down. However, if you happen to come across one in a coin shop, estate sale, or even your spare change, it could be worth examining closely. To determine its true value, it's essential to have the coin professionally graded by a numismatic expert who can assess its condition and authenticity. In conclusion, the 1986 5-cent coin from Canada is far more than just a small piece of currency. It's a symbol of Canadian history, a work of art in its own right, and a highly coveted collectible in the world of numismatics. What was once a simple coin used in everyday transactions has become a rare and valuable treasure. If you're fortunate enough to own a pristine 1986 5-cent coin, you're holding onto a piece of Canadian history that could be worth an incredible $125,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who has just stumbled upon this coin, it's clear that the 1986 5-cent coin has earned its place as one of the most valuable and sought-after pieces of Canadian currency. Top 3. The 1989 5-cent coin from Canada is one of those pieces of currency that may seem unremarkable at first glance, but in reality, holds a wealth of history and significance. While the humble nickel often goes unnoticed in daily transactions, it is exactly these kinds of coins that capture the essence of a nation's economic journey, the artistry of its coin designs, and the meticulous work of the Royal Canadian Mint. To truly appreciate the 1989 5-cent coin, we must explore its rich historical context, the details of its design, the minting process that went into creating it, and of course, the remarkable collector appeal that has propelled its value into the stratosphere. The year 1989 was a turning point in Canadian history. The country was marking the end of an era, as the old paradigms of the 1980s gave way to the challenges of a new decade. The economic landscape of Canada was in transition, as the country had to navigate through inflation, global competition, and the shifting dynamics of trade. But amid all these changes, the Canadian 5-cent coin, known as the nickel, remained a steadfast part of daily life. The design of the 1989 5-cent coin continued the long tradition of Canadian coinage, showcasing the cultural and historical symbols that had become integral to the nation's identity. At this point in time, the Royal Canadian Mint had already introduced the Bluenose schooner design on the 5-cent piece, which had first appeared in 1967 to commemorate Canada's centennial. The Bluenose schooner had become a beloved symbol of the country's maritime heritage, representing the ingenuity and resilience of the Canadian people. It was only fitting that this ship, which had raced and fished its way into Canadian folklore, would grace the 5-cent coin. But what made the 1989 5-cent coin stand out from the earlier versions was the subtle yet significant changes in its design. The details of the Bluenose schooner were refined, showcasing sharper lines, enhanced textures, and a more pronounced image of the ship. This update to the coin's design reflected the Royal Canadian Mint's commitment to quality and precision. The ship's silhouette was more vivid, giving it a sense of motion as though it were sailing through the waves of history itself. This updated rendition of the Bluenose schooner helped solidify the coin as not just a piece of currency, but a work of art. Another important aspect of the 1989 5-cent coin was the minting process that went into creating it. Like many of Canada's coins, the 5-cent piece was struck from a composition of nickel, a metal chosen for its durability, resistance to wear, and ability to hold sharp details in the design. The Royal Canadian Mint used a process called brilliant uncirculated to strike many of its coins during this era. This process ensured that the coins had a high-quality finish, with a polished die that produced sharp, crisp details on the surface. As a result, the 1989 5-cent coin was a visually appealing piece, with clean lines and a striking image that appealed to both collectors and everyday users. However, as with many coins, not all examples were made equal. While millions of 5-cent coins were produced in 1989, the number that remained in pristine, uncirculated condition was far lower. Coins that spent years in circulation, subject to the wear and tear of daily transactions, began to lose their shine, their details becoming more and more faded. But those coins that had been carefully preserved, kept in mint condition, would become valuable collector's items in the future. To understand why the 1989 5-cent coin has become such a coveted piece in the world of numismatics, it's essential to look at its rarity and its enduring appeal among collectors. Over the years, the coin's design has been recognized for its historical significance, tying it to Canada's maritime past and its cultural pride. The Bluenose schooner, a symbol of strength and endurance, continues to resonate with Canadians. It reminds them of a time when their country relied on the sea for survival, commerce, and identity. This connection to Canadian heritage is a large part of the coin's allure. The 1989 5-cent coin also appeals to collectors because of its place in the evolution of Canadian currency. While the Bluenose schooner had been featured on the 5-cent coin for over 2 decades by 1989, it marked the tail end of an era. The design was soon to be replaced with the new 1995-cent piece, which would feature a redesigned image of the Bluenose schooner. The 1989 coin, therefore, represents a final glimpse of this iconic design before the shift to a more modern take. Collectors often place a premium on these last-year coins, as they represent the conclusion of a design series and the start of something new. In addition to its historical significance and collector appeal, the 1989 5-cent coin has also garnered attention due to its value. In the world of numismatics, the value of a coin is determined by several factors, including its rarity, condition, and demand. As with most collectible coins, the higher the quality of the coin, the higher its potential value. Over time, the 1989 5-cent coin has become increasingly rare in uncirculated or near-mint condition, which has caused its value to rise dramatically. Now, for the big reveal. How much can you expect to pay for a pristine 1989 5-cent coin? As it turns out, the value of this coin, in exceptional condition, has reached a staggering $100,000. That's right, a coin worth just 5 cents when it was minted could now be worth a 6-figure sum. This incredible increase in value is due to its rarity, its connection to Canadian history, and its appeal to collectors who understand the significance of such a coin. Finding one of these rare, high-quality coins may seem like a daunting task, but there are still opportunities to track one down. Whether through coin shops, estate sales, or online auctions, there is always a chance to come across a pristine 1989 5-cent coin. If you believe you've found one, it's crucial to have the coin professionally graded by a numismatic expert. A certified grade can confirm the coin's authenticity and condition, which will ultimately determine its market value. In conclusion, the 1989 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tangible link to Canada's maritime past, a symbol of the country's history, and a valuable collectible. The coin's design, which featured the iconic Bluenose schooner, is a reminder of the resilience and strength of the Canadian people. Over the years, the 1989 5-cent coin has evolved into a highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics, with examples in excellent condition now worth up to $100,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or simply someone intrigued by the world of rare coins, the 1989 5-cent piece is a shining example of how history, art, and value can come together in one small but extraordinary object. Top 4. The 1993 5-cent coin from Canada may seem like an ordinary piece of currency at first glance, but as we dive deeper into its history, design, and rarity, its true significance becomes clear. Often referred to simply as the Canadian nickel, this small but mighty coin is a testament to the artistry, precision, and historical evolution of Canadian coinage. While it originally held a face value of just 5 cents, collectors today view it as a prized treasure, with pristine examples reaching an astounding value of $105,000. To understand how this unassuming coin became so valuable, we need to explore its story from every angle. Its historical context, the design process, minting details, and its growing allure in the numismatic world. By 1993, Canada had already established itself as a leader in coin production, with the Royal Canadian Mint renowned for its innovative techniques and quality standards. This was a period of transition and modernization, both for the country and its coinage. The Canadian nickel, which had been a staple of everyday commerce for decades, reflected not only the nation's evolving economy, but also its deep cultural heritage. The design of the 5-cent coin in 1993 continued to feature the iconic Bluenose schooner, a symbol of Canadian pride and maritime history. However, this particular year marked a significant chapter in the coin's legacy, one that would ultimately make it a coveted piece among collectors. The Bluenose schooner, a fishing and racing vessel built in Nova Scotia in 1921, had long been a source of national pride for Canadians. Its unmatched speed and performance in international racing competitions earned it legendary status, and by the mid-20th century, the ship had become an emblem of resilience and determination. The schooner's image first appeared on Canada's 5-cent coins in 1937, replacing the beaver design that had previously adorned the denomination. Over the years, this design was refined and updated, but its core elements remained the same. The sleek silhouette of the schooner, surrounded by waves, with the coin's denomination and the word Canada inscribed around it. The 1993 version of the 5-cent coin was no exception, but it stood out for its sharpness and clarity. Advances in minting technology allowed the Royal Canadian Mint to produce coins with unprecedented precision, resulting in a design that was both elegant and durable. The Bluenose schooner appeared almost lifelike on the coin's surface, its sails billowing as though caught in a fresh Atlantic breeze. The waves beneath the ship were rendered with intricate detail, giving the impression of motion and energy. It was this level of craftsmanship that helped set the 1993 5-cent coin apart from its predecessors. The composition of the 1993 5-cent coin also contributed to its uniqueness. Like many of its contemporaries, it was struck from pure nickel, a material chosen for its strength and resistance to wear. However, nickel coins were becoming increasingly costly to produce, and by the mid-1990s, the Royal Canadian Mint began transitioning to more cost-effective materials, such as plated steel. As a result, the 1993 nickel became one of the last of its kind, representing the end of an era in Canadian coinage. Despite being produced in relatively large numbers for circulation, the 1993 5-cent coin has become exceedingly rare in pristine condition. Most coins from this year were used in everyday transactions, subjected to the inevitable wear and tear of daily life. Scratches, dents, and fading designs were common as these nickels passed from hand to hand. However, a small number of coins managed to avoid this fate, either because they were set aside by collectors or because they were included in special uncirculated sets produced by the Royal Canadian Mint. These untouched examples retained their original brilliance, with sharp details and a flawless finish that numismatists prize. The rarity of uncirculated 1993 nickels is one of the primary factors driving their immense value today. Coins that remain in mint condition, free from the imperfections of circulation, are highly sought after by collectors looking to complete their sets. Over time, as more circulated coins have been lost or damaged, the supply of high-quality 1993 nickels has dwindled, further increasing their desirability. For those lucky enough to own one of these coins in pristine condition, the potential rewards can be extraordinary. Another factor contributing to the allure of the 1993 5-cent coin is its connection to Canadian history and culture. The Bluenose schooner, as depicted on the coin, is more than just a ship. It is a symbol of Canadian ingenuity and perseverance. Its story resonates with collectors and historians alike, making the coin an enduring representation of the nation's maritime heritage. For Canadians, owning a 1993 5-cent coin is not just about its monetary value. It is about holding a piece of their country's identity in their hands. Now, let's address the question on everyone's mind. Just how valuable can a 1993 5-cent coin be? The answer depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Coins that have been heavily circulated or show signs of wear are worth far less than those that remain in pristine condition. However, for a 1993 5-cent coin in exceptional, uncirculated condition, the value can reach a staggering $105,000. This six-figure price tag reflects the coin's rarity and appeal in the numismatic market. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a coin that represents the perfect combination of historical significance, artistic excellence, and scarcity. It's worth noting that not every 1993 nickel will command such a high price. Only those that meet the strictest grading standards can achieve this level of value. Professional coin grading services play a crucial role in determining a coin's worth, as they provide a certified assessment of its condition and authenticity. For anyone hoping to find a 1993 5-cent coin worth $105,000, the journey can be both exciting and challenging. These coins are rare and often hidden away in private collections or vaults. However, they occasionally surface at coin shows, auctions, or estate sales, offering collectors the chance to acquire a truly remarkable piece. If you believe you've come across one, it's essential to have the coin evaluated by a reputable numismatic expert. This step is crucial for verifying its condition and determining its true market value. In conclusion, the 1993 5-cent coin from Canada is a shining example of how a seemingly ordinary piece of currency can transform into a coveted treasure. Its connection to Canadian history, its exquisite design, and its rarity in mint condition have all contributed to its extraordinary value in the numismatic world. For collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1993 nickel is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of artistry, heritage, and the enduring appeal of Canadian coinage. And for those fortunate enough to own one, it represents not only a piece of history, but also the potential for a life-changing discovery. With a value that can reach $105,000, this humble nickel proves that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest worth. Top 5. The 2008 5-cent coin from Canada stands as a fascinating example of how a seemingly ordinary piece of currency can become a symbol of history, artistry, and extraordinary value. While it began as a small denomination mint for everyday transactions, the 2008 nickel has earned a reputation among collectors as one of the most sought-after coins in modern Canadian numismatics. With its unique background, meticulous design, and incredible rarity in pristine condition, this coin has skyrocketed in value, reaching an astounding $120,000. To understand how this coin has achieved such a remarkable status, let's explore its historical context, design features, minting details, collector appeal, and the factors driving its immense worth. By 2008, Canada was firmly established as a global leader in coin production, with the Royal Canadian Mint renowned for its precision, innovation, and commitment to quality. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, had long been a staple of the Canadian monetary system, serving as a practical tool in commerce and a canvas for celebrating the country's heritage. The design of the 5-cent coin remained consistent with its traditional elements, showcasing the beaver, a quintessential symbol of Canadian identity, which had appeared on the coin since 1937. However, the 2008 edition of the nickel introduced subtle variations and distinctions that made it a standout year in the series. The beaver, depicted sitting on a rock in the middle of a calm stream, symbolizes the industriousness and resilience of the Canadian people. This iconic image, designed by G. Kruger Gray, is steeped in historical significance. The beaver was a vital part of Canada's fur trade, which played a foundational role in the development of the country's economy and its relationships with Indigenous peoples and European settlers. By featuring the beaver on the 5-cent coin, Canada pays homage to this important chapter in its history while celebrating a national symbol recognized around the world. The 2008 5-cent coin retained the familiar beaver design, but was struck with exceptional attention to detail. Advances in minting technology allowed for sharper lines, intricate textures, and a more refined appearance. The fur of the beaver, the ripples in the water, and the rocky surface beneath the animal were all rendered with a level of precision that made the coin visually stunning. Additionally, the reverse side of the coin featured the standard inscription of the coin's denomination, the word Canada, and the year of issue, 2008. On the obverse side of the coin was the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, a design created by Susanna Blunt in 2003. This portrait of the Queen, which marked a departure from earlier, more formal depictions, presented her with a serene expression and without a crown. This more modern and relatable representation of the monarch became a defining feature of Canadian coinage in the early 21st century. The 2008 5-cent coin, therefore, captured both the historical and contemporary aspects of Canadian identity. The minting process for the 2008 5-cent coin was another factor that contributed to its significance. The Royal Canadian Mint utilized advanced techniques to ensure the highest quality in the production of its coins. Each nickel was struck using state-of-the-art equipment, resulting in coins with a brilliant uncirculated finish and exceptional durability. The composition of the coin, made from 94.5% steel, 3.5% copper plating, and a thin outer layer of nickel, made it both cost-effective and resistant to wear. However, what truly sets the 2008 5-cent coin apart is its rarity and pristine condition. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, only a small fraction remained untouched by the wear and tear of daily use. Coins that entered circulation quickly lost their luster, developing scratches, nicks, and other imperfections. Yet, a select few coins managed to avoid this fate, either because they were included in special collector sets or were carefully preserved by individuals who recognized their potential value. Over the years, collectors have come to appreciate the 2008 5-cent coin for its combination of historical significance, artistic excellence, and rarity. The beaver design, a timeless representation of Canadian heritage, resonates deeply with both domestic and international audiences. Furthermore, the coin's exceptional quality and the limited availability of uncirculated examples have made it a prized possession among numismatists. The journey of the 2008 5-cent coin from everyday currency to a highly coveted collectible is a testament to the factors that drive the numismatic market. Rarity is perhaps the most important of these factors. As the number of uncirculated 2008 nickels dwindles, their value continues to rise. Coins that remain in flawless condition, with no visible signs of wear, are considered the pinnacle of desirability. Professional grading services play a crucial role in assessing these coins, assigning them grades that reflect their condition and authenticity. A perfect grade can significantly enhance a coin's value, making it a centerpiece in any collection. For those fortunate enough to own a pristine 2008 5-cent coin, the rewards can be extraordinary. Today, an uncirculated example of this coin can command an astonishing price of $120,000. This six-figure valuation reflects the coin's rarity, the demand among collectors, and its symbolic importance in Canadian history. It is a reminder that even the smallest and most overlooked pieces of currency can hold immense value when viewed through the lens of numismatics. Finding a 2008 5-cent coin worth $120,000 is no small feat. These coins are exceptionally rare, and locating one in perfect condition requires diligence, expertise, and often a bit of luck. They occasionally surface at auctions, estate sales, or through private transactions, but competition among collectors is fierce. If you believe you've discovered one of these rare coins, it's essential to have it professionally evaluated by a reputable numismatic expert. Certification not only verifies the coin's condition and authenticity, but also provides documentation that can enhance its value in the marketplace. The story of the 2008 5-cent coin is a reminder of the rich history and artistry behind even the smallest pieces of currency. It is a testament to the skill and dedication of the Royal Canadian Mint, the cultural significance of the beaver design, and the enduring appeal of Canadian coinage. For collectors, the 2008 nickel represents an opportunity to own a piece of history, a work of art, and a valuable investment all in one. In conclusion, the 2008 5-cent coin from Canada is far more than just a piece of metal with a face value of 5 cents. It is a symbol of national pride, a masterpiece of minting technology, and a rare treasure that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. With a current value of $120,000 in pristine condition, this humble nickel proves that even the smallest and most unassuming objects can hold incredible worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or simply someone intrigued by the world of rare coins, the 2008 5-cent coin is a shining example of how history, art, and value can converge in a truly extraordinary way.